Hey guys, Scott here. A bit of a weird one today. It seems like the Stranger Things license is being pulled from Dead by Daylight on November 17th, which is both a good and a bad thing. I'll be honest, the reason it's good is completely selfish. I fucking hate Hawkins. I think it's one of the worst maps in the game, and it means on November 17th the map will no longer exist. And that is just great. If they could just, if the Halloween directors could be like, oh man, we just don't want this in our game anymore either and remove Haddonfield, that'd be sweet. So for personal reasons, fuck yeah, this is awesome. And it also means that Demogorgon is now a commodity, a collector's item. So awesome. I'm personally very, very okay with this, but let's take a step back and view it from an objective standpoint. A game like this losing a license like this is typically not a good thing. Now, what I'm thinking is this license was directly tied to McLean being a Chad. And since he left, they were like, we can't. No. The real reason is because they didn't want their game to be associated with Dead by Daylight anymore. And we can only speculate as to why. It could be something as simple as they wanted more money or something like that. They probably had a contract for a certain amount of time. It expired, and when the new contract came up, they wanted something more, or they simply did not want it to be associated with this game for whatever reason. We can only guess until we hear from someone involved why. So I'm not going to sit here and just, be like that type of channel that just spends 50 minutes guessing on why the hell they did this. We have no idea. But overall, it's not really going to be viewed as a good thing. Typically, it's just something that makes the game lesser. And Dead by Daylight is a sum of all of its amazing horror icons being put into the game, and that is what makes it so universally applicable and enticing to especially a lot of new players. And oh, I can play as Demogorgon going against Jill Valentine. What the fuck? That sounds sweet. And it's that type of draw that makes the game so popular. And losing a license like this by a little bit will hurt the popularity of it. If this is all it stays at, and then that's just it, we just lose this, and that's the end of it, then whatever, it'll barely make it dent, not a big deal. I just hope it's not a slope of things being removed. I can't imagine it would, because each company has their own separate contracts and their own separate licenses. For whatever reason, this one fell through, but doesn't mean the rest of them will fall through or anything like that. So I don't think it's like doom and gloom. I don't think it's the beginning of the end. McLean was the first horseman of the apocalypse. This is the second. I think it just happens to be one unique, unrelated thing that for whatever reason fell through. So what this means for everybody is that on November 17th, you will no longer be able to get Hawkins, play on it ever, or anything like that. It'll just be gone from the map entirely. The map offerings you have for it will probably be retired. So get to using them now. Please, God, don't. And you will not be able to purchase anything related to the DLC, Nancy, Steve, any of their skins, or the Demogorgon itself. However, if you already own these things, and for the next several months, you can just buy it and own it forever. So if you already have Demogorgon, Nancy, Steve, all their perks, cosmetics, all that stuff will stay if you've bought it already. It just means you can't buy anything new after that once November 17th hits. So it's not, like it's gone from the game forever. It'll just be like, kind of a cool collector's item for the people that have the game now. And, at the end of the day, not a very huge deal. You'll probably see a slightly smaller amount of Demogorgons, Nancy's, and Steve, or hell, you might even see more of them now that they're exclusive. I actually don't think it'll have too much of an impact on the game, considering most of the players of this game currently have the game, if you know what I mean. So the amount of new players that would get to your rank, and then play that killer or play these survivors is not particularly high. So it's probably not going to make a huge impact on the game overall, except removing Hawkins, which is fucking sweet, because every indoor map they make is terrible. So that's great news. Now, if we can just go to like John Carpenter and be like, man, you really should pull your license out of Dead by Daylight. They've been shit talking your game, man. Your map doesn't even have textures on the ceiling. That'd be cool. I'm going off on more selfish tangents here. Overall, not a necessarily amazing thing for the game, but deals like this fall through for many different reasons. Some are something as simple as money. Sometimes it's something very different. They don't agree with the game, but again, just complete speculation. Let's not even bother with that. There's no point. So overall, not great for me. Awesome. I'm excited for November 17th. This will be known as the official Hawkins is Dead Day. I declared a national holiday for Dead by Daylight. It's going to be a wonderful day. And yeah, that's about it, I think. Yep. Okay, bye.